Hey everyone, Nasser here from Financial Markets Club. Time to have a look at gold again. Before I continue, if I could just quickly ask you to click the like and the subscribe button for me, please. I'm putting a lot of effort into helping people out here. I'd really appreciate a little bit of support from you, and so that I can grow this channel. In my last analysis, I was talking about how gold could potentially drop back down to 1680, where we've got a critical support. That didn't quite happen actually. I was a bit too early. I think gold was around here, around the 1880-ish level, and I was kind of waiting for gold to show some signs of reversal, which it didn't, and it just kept creeping up and up and up, and up as far as almost 1960 actually. So that's quite a substantial move. I mean, if you were on the buy side on gold and you were riding this all the way up, that's fantastic. Congratulations, you've made a really healthy gain there. Having said that, 1960 was obviously quite a critical, well, rather 1950 to 1960, that zone was quite a critical resistance, and it was almost inevitable that it would fail that level. I didn't really expect it to go that high just yet. I expected a pullback down to support earlier on, as I said in my last video, which didn't quite happen. However, having said that, what we are seeing now is we've got a downward movement that has started, and obviously we saw gold sort of drop like 90, almost $100 in a couple of days, which was dramatic. And ever since then, it's just for the last couple of weeks, it's just been moving sideways. So a very confused market at the moment. But I think we're about to start getting some direction actually. It was quite difficult for the last many weeks actually to understand which way gold is heading. Yeah, in hindsight, when you look back and you see this uptrend, yeah, it looks like, okay, it should have just been on the buy side of gold. But when you're in the middle of it, it's extremely difficult to sort of hold on tight. So at the moment, what I feel is very probable is we will most likely see some sort of pullback up to around the 1930 to 1950 zone, somewhere around here. We can call that a retest of the last highs. It may possibly break those last highs. I think it's very unlikely, but some sort of pullback is due, and very likely. Once we do get a pullback, I think it's going to be a good opportunity to jump in on a sell on the gold and take this down, because I think this downward movement that has started, it's not about to end anytime soon. I think there's a lot more to fall, and again, I will stand by my initial expectation, which is to see gold retest somewhere near the support of 1680. Might be the case that it just stops around 1700, 1750 or something like this. But yeah, I'd like to see this come sort of further down. So ideally, I'd like to see some sort of retest of those last highs. If that doesn't happen, then we've just got a scenario where it just drops like crazy. I mean, we'll have to have some insane and substantial news, particularly related to the US dollar and so on, that could that could kick that off. I mean, we've got core retail sales, we've got retail inventories coming out, and on Thursday we've got core PPI coming out. Yesterday we saw core CPI come out, which really didn't have much impact. It just gave us some fluctuation over here. If I just go into an hourly, just gave us a little bit of volatility here, nothing much, and then overnight we saw gold slide down further. So nothing substantial happened just as yet. Everything's been quite slow, other than those last those 2 days of gold dropping substantially. So yeah, just to recap, let's see if we're going to get a pullback retest of those last highs on gold somewhere around the 1930 to 1950 zone. Thereon, I'd be looking to continue taking gold down close to support around 1680, 1700-ish, somewhere around there. So let's keep watching, and we'll revisit this in a few weeks. So there we have it, guys. That's my analysis on this. If you're a boutique trading firm and you think I can add some value to your trading, please do get in touch. Imagine the extra profits we can generate for your firm with my analysis and market forecasts. Simply drop me a quick message in the comments and I'll get in touch. Or you could simply get in touch with me on my Twitter profile. I'll leave this in the description below. Or if you're using LinkedIn, feel free to drop me a connection request on LinkedIn. I'll leave a link to my profile in the description below. So if you traded based on my previous analysis, let me know how it went for you in the comments below. It'd be really nice to know how my analysis is helping people out with the trading, and it's just motivation for me. So share your results and let's see how it's going. If you're finding my video analysis useful, please do throw in a quick like and do subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate your support in growing this channel. And don't forget to share my video in your social handles, please. Please do share my videos on your LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter handles. I'd really appreciate that.